What is going on, guys? It's Kevin here with ModMyMods, and it is another hot, hot Friday this afternoon. And I can't tell you how hot it is because it's really hot. It's unbelievable. But it is a wonderful Friday afternoon. Tomorrow is Saturday. It is the weekend. Thanks everybody for being here. Thank you for joining us. It has been a fun little weekend. Jesus, no, I guess you know where my mind's at. I just want to get there. But it has been a fun week. Nevertheless, we got some lovely, great news, some new products, some fun things that we get to talk about this week, and it should be a good time. So, without further ado, let's take a look on what's going on in the news. Our good friends BrainTech posted this. This is actually quite unique and hilarious and stupid at the same time. Some people might not know this, but M.2 drives, NVMEs, don't get plugged in like that. You don't do that. As you can see, it burns a hole, it shorts. One might think, how do you get the data off of it? Because that's just the power connector. But hey, if you're not as well versed as some of us in the PC world, you might plug that into that. But just for the record, that's not how you do it. Don't plug your NVMe into the power. That's a terrible idea. But our good friend Jonathan posted this on BrainTech Society. That was grabbed from PCMR. And again, that's not how you do it. There's a slot on your motherboard that you jam it in there, and then you kind of push it down, you screw in a little screw, and that's it. You move on to the next thing. And then you hopefully install Windows, abiding that the BIOS is configured correctly and that you have it set up to actually see the NVMe drive and all of these other little tidbits. But that's not how you do it. So, speaking of PCMR, if you are one of the lovely people from the great up north, as in Canada, you can pre-order one of the O11D, the PCMR editions. They actually still have some left. I think there's like 400 left or something like that. But you can go ahead and pre-order one of those. If you want to pay for the ridiculous amount of shipping to get it to the United States, theoretically, you could have one too. You could order it from Newegg, Canada, and get it shipped to the United States, which is kind of exactly what I'm thinking about doing, because I wasn't fast enough to get one of them myself. But, you know, limited edition is limited edition, right? I mean, that's the way of the PCs right now. You got limited edition stuff. You got the limited edition case. Pretty cool. Speaking of limited editions, the Great America Strong block that EK went out and created is actually starting to run low. So if you do want one of those, make sure you get your hands on one. You can actually just scroll down to, where is it? Yeah, you can go ahead and order one now. However, again, they are limited edition and they are going to run out. There are only a certain number of them. So when they run out, that's it. You're done. But some of them have started to pop up in the wild, which is kind of cool. Actually, I was supposed to show you a photo of that, and give me 2 seconds, and I will pull it up for you. Which is in here. Which I don't think I have it. No, I don't. So we'll just dump it right there. Our good friend, Dave Moffat, who is a wonderful friend of mine and a great customer of ModMyMods, actually sent me this photo of his, because he got his in the mail before we could. But obviously, it looks really sweet. The way that he has it all set up and everything like that is fantastic. Again, it is a dual purpose. You know, not only is it a great looking block, it is a velocity block, which some people didn't actually know that it was a velocity block, but it's a fantastic block, and as well as supporting a fantastic charity that obviously is funded, well, not funded, but it is ran by our good friend Travis at Shellback Tech, who I will also talk about here in a couple minutes. But again, if you wanted the PCMR limited edition, you could get one. The EK water block, you want one of those, you can still get one. But again, they're running out. They are running out relatively quickly, and that is a limited edition piece that you could have yourself. So the other thing that I wanted, hey, speak of Dave Moffat, there you go. wanted to talk about was this new Eagle thing that came out from Gigabyte, which I absolutely love Gigabyte's products. Do not get me wrong. I I I love Gigabyte's stuff. I'm using one of the Aorus monitors. I just bought the Gigabyte monitor myself at home. I'm running a X299 Gigabyte board in this computer. I have all sorts of stuff. But what are we doing with this thing? What is this? Like, you know that meme where they're like, where I think it's Family Guy, where the two animals, and then something pops out and it's like, what is this? Well, what is this? I know it's a 1650 and it's supposed to be like the, 1050 Ti's and stuff like that, but what the hell kind of design, pardon my French, garbage is this? What all right. So, anyways, these are supposed to be. It looks like an Alibaba GPU. Okay. All right. I'm not the only one that believes that, because this looks like one of those things that you would order on Wish and you'd get it, and then you're like, "Oh, sick! I got a 460 GTX that's been branded as a 980." Yo. No. No. What is the price on this? Anyone know what the price is on one of these things? Because I would really, buy. Where, oh, it's gonna send you to Newegg. Okay, so let's go to Newegg. Oh, it's just gonna dump me to regular. Okay, all right. It's the 10 or the 1650 Super. Okay, there it is. All right, let's see how much this bad boy costs. Oh, they probably. Oh, there it is. Nope, that's the 1660. Let's go Gigabyte. See how much this bad boy. No, that's not the Eagle. I don't think. Is it? I don't think it is. No, that's not the Eagle, because it would have like wings on it and stuff like that, right? I don't know. Again, this looks way better than this thing, but yeah, probably for $229. Okay, so for $229, can't you get like a 1070, which would be almost the same clock out of the box used? But okay, all right. Anyways, regardless, again, Aorus, you do some fantastic stuff. Gigabyte, you do some fantastic stuff. But what the hell is this? All right, and so continuing on that, what the heck is this rampage? Because that's kind of where we're headed for today. Have you guys watched the EK Expo? The EK Expo has been going on. They've had videos pretty much every day of the week since Tuesday. They started, and they honestly started off real slow. Didn't really have a whole heck of much to talk about in the first video. It was more like a teaser and, hi, here's who we are and this is what we're doing. But I did find something today that kind of intrigued me, which was this flow meter that's attached to their graphics card block, which looks pretty sick. I'm pretty impressed by it. However, they don't really exactly have any more photos of it. So that freeze frame is what you get for now. Unfortunately, until I have more information and more photos for it, I can't exactly share it with you. But hopefully next week I will have some. But that flow meter is actually supposed to integrate directly into the graphics card bridge. So like as soon as it comes off where your normal water block ports would be, it actually goes right into it and then routes the output directly out to the right 90 degrees, which is kind of neat. And then they have its own standalone flow meter that looks pretty cool. I mean, it's not bad. Supposedly they're all RGB too, so that's not too bad. Everybody likes the RGB stuff. I usually turn it to one color or turn it off, but that's beside the point. Yeah, Dave, what is that? A 4 gig memory unit? What is this? 2015? Exactly. Like my 1070 at home has more than that. But Nick, thanks again for joining us. I appreciate it. Travis, Jonathan, Maven's here as well. Zach, Thermaltake, you're always here. I really appreciate it. Everybody, thank you for being here. But again, the EK Expo has been kind of informative. They've got some pretty neat stuff. You get to talk back and forth with them actually live, which is kind of nice. It's kind of cool. You get to actually talk to the industry people That's nice, right? Everybody wants to talk to the industry people, so do I. So, pretty cool. I think that they're done for this week until next week, but you know, what are you gonna do? Hey, hi, Chris. Thanks for joining us, buddy. I miss you too. I miss you too. Our long days of ARC and long nights of ARC have really, they've gone bye-bye, and it makes me sad. I've enjoyed the expo too, Dwayne from Modders Inc. Thank you for joining us. Yeah, the expo's been pretty cool. However, on that note, have you seen the Thermaltake Expo that's going on here? They have one too. And I'm actually going to unmute the audio here and see if I can jump a little bit ahead, because I think you're in for a pleasant surprise here. You kind of got a little out of the speakers here, but let's see what I can do. This one. All right, you guys ready? Ready to hear some awesome stuff?
这边有一个很小的选项，叫做秒数。
Oh.
这个秒数呢，单位从1秒开始往下算。
Really?
0.8秒、0.6秒、0.4、0.2、0.04秒，意思就是每一个这个灯光模式或是灯光颜色在跑的时候，你要选择的单位是什么？
Oh, fantastic. That's great. I didn't understand any of it. Unfortunately, I'm not as fluent in that language as most people might be. Some other people might be. However, they do have some stuff that's on their Facebook page, which is kind of entertaining to watch. But I agree. I don't know what the hell he was saying. But I do know that they were talking about the new neon fans. They were talking about their new AIO, and that's what I'm trying to show you is this thing. So let's see if I can get a photo of it here, because I have it on the Facebook page. Yeah, all right. So they came out with an AIO that is not only a CPU cooler, but is a RAM cooler integrated into one. I can see how this could go wrong relatively quickly. However, what they're saying is that the tough RAM that they sell with it, it actually integrates directly into this AIO cooler. So if you wanted to buy the tough RAM, which I think it looks great, fantastic, the Thermaltake tough RAM looks pretty cool, especially in the white. The white version looks really nice. Dwayne is telling me, I think today is a non-English expo for Thermaltake. Okay, cool. Well, I was kind of caught off guard because, like, I was exactly, yeah, what Nick just said. I was watching it the other day and everything looks awesome. They did show off their new chairs. Let's see if I can get back to here and show that. Oh, that's cool. I'm a larger person, so I call that the fat guy chair, and that is a fat guy chair just for me. Let me tell you what. However, they also have that crazy ergonomical chair that looks really sweet too. But again, they have a lot of their information at expo2020.thermaltake.com. Oh, okay. Josh is telling me more things that I need to know about later. Let me just mute that for now. But it's pretty cool. They also have that crazy helicopter looking or helicopter themed chassis that's out. That's pretty cool as well. You know, not bad. Not bad at all. Let's see. Let's go to the news. Let's see if there's anything about that crazy chair. No, they don't have anything crazy about the chair. Is this okay? The other thing that I did see that was pretty decent, that was pretty cool, was the new Tower 100, which is supposed to be like the Tower 900, which is massive. But it's like jammed down. It's smaller. It's like somebody poured the shrinking powder on it, and there it is, or washed it and it shrank. But I thought that was kind of neat. However, I don't really see a whole heck of a lot of room for a lot of things on it, like there was on the Tower 900. However, still pretty cool. One of the neat things that they were debuting during this expo event. Now, most of the expo event stuff is kind of in lieu of the Computex being canceled, which Joe and I were talking about it, and it kind of stinks because we really enjoyed that show. Taiwan is a fantastic place to go and a fantastic place to visit, and it sucks that this whole pandemic thing had to really screw things up for a lot of different people. However, you know, I know that they rescheduled it for September, I can't say that we'll make it there because it's way too close and a lot of different stuff going on. So I don't think that that would suit us. But I don't think that we'll make it this year. Next year, definitely. Yes, definitely for sure. AlphaTune, thank you for joining us. Appreciate it. Nick, thank you as always. Fantastic. So I know you were supposed to go this year. We were supposed to have a good old time. It's gonna be awesome. Show you how to ride that subway, which is like the coolest freaking thing in the world. You just boop swipe your thing and you're walking in, and if you're not walking fast enough, people are gonna run you over because everybody knows what to do and you don't. Because well, you're obviously an American and they're a native. So, but let me tell you, Taiwan is a fantastic place to visit. Hopefully, we'll be able to get there next year. Hopefully, this whole pandemic garbage is done. But I did want to talk about the Tough RAM, which has been out for a little bit, but they did just release 64 gig sticks that are two 32 gig sticks, which is awesome because of people like myself that are doing a new AMD build and have like all these slots that they got to fill up, but don't want to go with like 128 gigs of RAM. They want to do something a little bit better, like 256. So you'll see that hopefully coming up soon. But I want to try and see if I can get my hands on some of this stuff to feature on that AMD build that we're putting together. Because if you know about the new Threadripper chips, you have to have 3600 megahertz RAM or higher in order to even get the thing to like boot. So it's nice that they came out with 64 gig sticks that are 3600 megahertz. I mean, they don't start at 36, but they do offer 3600 megahertz package. That would be fantastic. So we're going to take a look at that as well. And then they also have some other fans that were coming out. The L-Desk thing. They have some new headsets. And then they also have a new block that's coming out, the W7 Plus and the MX1 Plus, which is, I mean, the W7 doesn't look too bad. I'm not sure if I like the MX1, but the W7 definitely looks pretty sweet. I want more photos because that doesn't exactly look like a photo. It kind of looks like a render to me. But hey, who am I to pick and choose? They're doing an expo from remote and from across the seas and stuff like that. So give what you can or get what you can take, right? But again, some pretty neat stuff that they have and that is coming out. Again, I wish I could find more information about the other chair that they had. I'm sure it's around somewhere. But it's pretty neat stuff. Hey, speaking of Thermaltake, Mr. Mike from Thermaltake is here. So thanks again. Appreciate you joining. And Kaylin, hey, thank you for joining us. I mean, more W7 in my life too. Yeah, I agree. I think those are pretty sweet looking. We were just talking about it, Mike. I don't know if you were there, but the 64 gig modules of Tough RAM is pretty legit. I like that. That's pretty awesome. It's definitely aimed towards the more higher end builds, especially with the AMD stuff. The 3600 megahertz minimum and that type of thing. Definitely very, very cool. And I got to see the T200 last, what was that, CES? Yeah, during CES, which was really sweet. It's modeled off a helicopter, which is dope. I love it. Looks really, really cool. And then again, I was talking about the fat guy chair. I like it. It's a little bit wider. This Gigabyte one kind of holds me like my Neon SRT4 seats hold me, which, if you're racing and stuff like this, that's okay. But I mean, like, I'm a little bit bigger and I want a little bit, like, that's as far as I can go. But, what are you going to do? Again, they also came out with this AIO. I'm not really sure how we're doing with this unit, but I think it's pretty cool that they tried to integrate everything together. I think it's neat. I'm interested to see how well it performs. Should be interesting. I'm always interested to see how new items perform, so why not, right? On top of new items and new things that are going on, our buddy Shellback Tech has been very, very busy in the past couple days. He has been putting together unbelievable amounts of build. There he is, him and his lady, which, again, thank you for being here today. They put together some of the most incredible builds that, I mean, like, yes, it's for Pride Month, but that is a cool looking build. and it doesn't have to be crazy and over the top in order to make it look really good. And like some of this Viking build that he put together, Viking theme build that he put together, again features some AIOs and some honestly some basic stuff, but dude, really tied a lot of things and a lot of good components together to make it all happen. It really is some awesome work that he's been putting together. I was trying to find, yeah, there we go. Let me go to the white one. This is actually Stormtrooper Build, which is dope. I'm a very big fan of the Star Wars themes, and this is just awesome. I mean, he's done some just basic modifications. Oh, and a Thermaltake case. That's pretty cool. Featuring the Thermaltake stuff, but he's got the Star Wars logo and Darth Vader on the side and all sorts of good stuff inside there. And again, if you guys have a couple dollars to spare or whatever, make sure you go and donate to Shellback Tech. He is a 501c3 actual charity, so he builds these computers for free to give to people that need them. So any first responders, any of disabled veterans or anything like that, he is the man. Now I know he is up to full capacity, so don't just go asking for everything, because I think he did, what did he say, 36 in like a year or something like that, which is insane. It's insane. I don't know how you could do that without having some crazy amounts of time and amount of talent, but again, Travis is the man. We try and help him out the best that we can. And seriously, some really good stuff that you got going on here, Travis. Oh yeah, and then you did the Power Color one that was there, and he's done 4 that he just released. Oh right, and that's the other one, the Naruto. I don't know how the hell you would say it correctly. Themed build as well. And to be honest with you, it's cool what he puts together. Just some of the stuff that he's got in there, and again, it's not necessarily always crazy over the high end parts, but sometimes it is. And what he does with it, awesome stuff. So definitely very cool to see him come and make some of this stuff. So some of the people that are out there that have loved this game for a long time are very happy and also disappointed at the same time. So moving on to the next segment, Command & Conquer, the Remastered Collection just became available today, and I am one of those people that definitely bought it. Yep, you bought it. And really, the main reason that I bought it is because, well, I loved this game growing up as a kid. I played the hell out of this game. Before the internet was actually a thing, and well, like a real thing, you were doing LANs and stuff like that, and you'd have multiple different PCs set up and network them together just so you could play over the actual LAN. But they went and really remastered this thing, and yeah, LAN parties, exactly. I can't tell you how many times people would just bring their stuff over. Bring it over, set it up. I mean, I had it on my HP, and my uncle had a Gateway, and there were a couple other computers that were in the house that we would just band together. So I'm very impressed that they actually have this game available and that it's a remastered collection. I would have preferred a new version, like a new Command & Conquer that was actually good, because like Command & Conquer 4 was hot garbage, and get it out of here. But this is actually cool because they also incorporated the old music. So like all of the cutscenes are redone and remastered and stuff like that, and you actually have Hell March and March of the Armies, I think is the other name, and stuff like that. Awesome stuff. Now, here's where it gets a little upsetting. All right, so I'm like, okay, cool. I'm gonna download this, get it installed. We can maybe talk about it and play a round or a mission on the actual on the stream today, and we'll see what happens, right? So I was looking up the specs, and everything seemed good, and that's actually the after part. So I went to go install it, and it was like, hey, you need 25 gigs. Like, 25 gigs? For what? What do you need 25 gigs for? If I remember correctly, this game, Command & Conquer, the original, came on 2 discs. It was a 2-disc set. You only installed with GDI, and then when you got to the NOD side, you would put the NOD CD in, right? So you had GDI, which was an actual CD, a compact disc, not even a DVD yet, because we didn't even have DVD players yet. That only holds 700 megabytes. I understand that when you take 700 and then you can expand it and stuff like that, okay, it can get a little bit bigger. But you have got to be kidding me. 25 gigs? Ugh. What do you what textures are you adding into the game that's going to make it 25 gigs? All right. It's 3 games. Maybe I should have my head, pulled out of my rear end here for a little bit, and I'll be a little bit more open-minded. But Command & Conquer, Red Alert, and Red Alert Aftermath. Those are the 3 games that are actually included in this, which is pretty neat, but again, massive. It's huge. 25x the texture. And are the videos in 4K? I have no idea. To be perfectly honest with you, I wanted to play a little bit today to see. So I think that's what we're going to do after we get through the next little segment here. But again, I just wanted to take a look at that and share that with you because, some games, Call of Duty, excuse me, I had a little phlegm in my throat there, that are taking up unbelievable amounts of space for no frickin' reason. You might want to be aware. Might want to be aware of that. So, but in comparison, I wanted to look at what the generals, Command & Conquer general specs were, just to see. You need 2 gigs. 2. That's it. And even with the expansion, which was 0 hour, right? 0 hour, I think it was only like 0.7 gigs, so 700 megs. So 3 gigs at max. All right, whatever. Moving on. So the 230 gigs is Call of Duty. I got that and I put it in the trash. You want to know why? Because I have a 256, this computer behind me, right there. Boom. 256 gig hard drive, right? For the OS and, for a couple games and stuff like that. Again, it's like it's a show PC, so it wasn't supposed to have tons of space on it or anything like that. But I can't even have Windows and Call of Duty installed at the same time. Get it out. It's like driving a lifted truck that just want to be big just to be the biggest. Yeah, ain't that the truth? Jeez Louise. So that leads me to the next segment, which is some Products 101. So today, Brony actually sent me some photos of a cable set that we put together. Now, these are just extension cables, but they will be compatible with pretty much any power supply that you have out there, and you can just plug and play. And that's actually a new service that we're going to start offering, is that you can order a custom cable set. Obviously, these are 2-color cable sets right here. It's just a 2-tone. Jonathan, if you're watching, that is that's actually your cable set. That's on the way to Canada right now. The black and orange is for Jonathan on the left, or on the right, and then the ones on the left is a set that we did for a customer. But again, we're actually going to start doing this and start offering this as a real service, that if you guys want and you are interested in getting something like this, we can definitely make them for you. So right now the base price is $100, which will get you a 2-tone setup, which will be a 24-pin, 2 8-pin EPSs, and 2 8-pin GPU cables as well. And then it'll also include the cable combs. I think you get 4 cable combs per cable, I think, is what we're doing. Now, obviously, the cost and the pricing can change depending on if you want more cables, or if you have less cables, or if you want more colors. We're going to have to obviously modify that for you. However, what you can do is you can go to choosemypc.net, which is actually a pretty neat little configurator, and you can go here and pick out whatever color scheme you want. Right, so this was obviously just their test scheme, but say you wanted, I don't know, some bright pink cables in there instead of the blue. You could do something like that. But basically, what you'll end up doing is you configure your cables the way that you want it. Now, obviously, because this is a 3-tone setup here, it would be a little bit more expensive. But you give us an example. Tell us what you want. Send us an email to support@modmymods.com with the cable service as pretty much the header and the subject line. And what we'll do is we'll figure out an actual price for you, get you a quote on it, and that type of stuff. And then try and figure out a actual ETA. Now, if you are trying to just get your cables straight, you already have single braid cables, everything looks good, you got this nice setup on here, you can actually go to our website here and go into the cables section, which is a little bit farther down, just underneath lighting here. And you can go to cable combs. Now we offer a couple different cable combs that are available. The ones that are pictured in this one are from Darkside, our good friend Daz up in Canada there. But they are available from AlphaCool as well as Darkside Cable Modding. The AlphaCool ones are pretty neat. However, I will give you a heads up that the AlphaCool ones, the eyes cams, will be slowly phased out and they will be EOL soon. But the other caveat to that is that they're specifically made for like paracord or thicker sleeving, right? So like if you have cables that are like what is it called, nylon sleeving type of deal, like we offer from Darkside or from I think even who else does it? Somebody else does it as well. I think it's Thermaltake. I don't remember. But basically, if you have the thinner type of sleeving, these ice cams are not going to work very well for you. Again, they're kind of specifically designed to work with paracord, which is a thicker material that goes over the top there. And then also, they have a multiple array of different colors and stuff like that, but they are aluminum too. So like they kind of do bend a little bit depending on how much you tweak them. But again, they look really, really good. And like Nick was saying, they do look awesome if you get them to look right. Like I'm looking at the backside of my PC right now, and I have actually a combination of them because I didn't realize when I put the cables together that they needed to use the paracord sleeving. What are you going to do, right? But, you win some, you lose some. But again, all of these are in the cable cone section. Let's see. Chris, thanks for joining me. Appreciate it. I know you got to run, I'm sure. Will you sleeve liquid cooling tubes for custom water cooling systems? My guess is you probably saw my computer at one point in time and were like, what are those? So I don't blame you. What I was trying to pull up here is that we did do some sleeving on some tubing for a custom water cooling loop. However, the sleeving only works on a certain size tube. And it's actually the really, really small tubing. Let me see if I can find it here for you. Where's the tubing? There it is. Okay, so you have like all this different size tubing here, and it's actually 3/8 inch size tubing, which is one of the really smallest walled tubing that we actually sell. We sell right here the ModMyMods 3/8 inch, and that's actually what I used on my personal PC to do that gold look here. Let me see if I might be able to pull it up here for you real quick. Oops, let's not do that. But yeah, we can do that type of sleeving. Like we ended up doing a custom sleeve job on a set of Fractal Design AIOs, and we ended up replacing the fittings and the tubing and stuff like that. I'm gonna guess, yeah, there it is. I'm gonna guess you're talking about that picture right there, because that's what we did. We ended up sleeving that tubing that was underneath there, which is honestly a huge pain in the butt. However, that is something that we might be able to do for you. If you're looking for an AIO or you want something custom done, we can probably do it. But again, you're going to be using that really small tubing. And again, with the really small tubing, you kind of run into issues with it kinking and it being a little pain in the butt because it can flex really easily because it's a very, very thin walled tubing. However, we can definitely do it for you. And if that's something that you want to have done, definitely let us know. Send us an email, support@modmymods.com, or send me a message on Instagram, Twitter, whatever, and we'll do our best to get you taken care of. But again, some incredible work by Brony with these awesome cables here. Yeah, it is kind of like garden hoses. Exactly like that. So from here on forward, I think what we were going to do is actually take a look at the new Command and Conquer Generals, or not Generals, but Command and Conquer Red Alert. What do you guys think? Would you guys be interested in seeing that for a couple minutes here and see what we got going, or do you guys want to just take off and stop listening to me talk? Because I understand that too. I get it. You know, I understand. They definitely do amazing work. Oh, thanks, Kalen. You're the best, man. I appreciate it. Kalen is one of our greatest members of the mods crew, and one of the first. Honestly, he started us with us. Hell, when we first started. So I remember taking apart your custom build days before the show, but that's beside the point. So okay, what I will do is we will take a look at this awesome game here real quick. Let me just move some of the stuff over so I can actually see what the hell's going on here. And what we can do is that. So now you can actually see what's happening. So, what do you guys think? You guys want to play Command & Conquer Remastered or Red Alert, which was the second one per se? But I kind of like Red Alert more than I like Command & Conquer. However, they're both good. They're both favorite. You know, red and blue, but I like red, but blue is still good. Second best favorite. You know, whichever you like. I think we're gonna go red, to be perfectly honest with you. All right, so we're gonna load up Command & Conquer Remastered. Let's see how it works. Watch it crash immediately, because that'd just be my luck. I was gonna say that's not looking so good. Oh, that's not looking so hot, is it? I was trying. Maybe. Whoa. All right, hold on. You got. Do you guys remember this intro? Because I sure as heck do. Oh. Do it again. Do it again. Yeah, that's the res, baby! Oh, that's a little too high. That's a little too high. I didn't want to go that high. But 4K it is. Send it. Select voice and sound modulation. Wow. This is kind of cool. Yes, I remember that too, Kalen. I appreciate you having trust in us. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, these animations are so ridiculous because what's really, oh my god. I mean, back in the day, this was fantastic. It's like the greatest thing since sliced bread. Now, I mean, still pretty cool. Still pretty cool.
Sound hardware initialized.
Whoa, is that Jarvis?
Upgrade in progress. Please stand by.
I mean, this is kind of cool. Not gonna lie, I'm gonna turn down the audio for you a little. Hopefully it's turning it down.
For last-minute changes and notes, please view the README file.
This is bringing back so much
He who controls the past commands the future.
nostalgia.
He who commands the future conquers the past.
Upgrade complete. Please stand by.
I swear that's Jarvis. It's got to be the same voice actor, right? Holy cow. This is pretty cool. This is unbelievable. So we're just going to start a new game. I've always been allies to begin with, at least to start, and then I move along. So that's what we'll do for now. It does look like they have upped the resolution on the original videos, which is great. unbelievable,
Give
but
me
still
the
pretty cool.
sequence calculations. Now!
Now.
They're already done.
Do you guys want to watch the full videos? Do you want to watch through the whole thing, or you want to just skip to the video to the mission? Sometimes I get a little antsy.
I wonder if it will be raining.
Oh, Nox! Oh my God, Nox!
Stand by.
Haven't seen, or oh my God, I haven't. That's a. You're dating yourself there. Well, I mean, it's better than what it used to look like, I'm sure.
Herr Hitler.
Ja, was ist los? Ich habe keine Zeit hier rumzustehen.
Ja, ich verstehe. Did you find him?
My hairline dates me.
Is out of the way.
The first Chrono Legionnaire.
Congratulations, Professor. With Hitler removed,
You have all sorts of other problems,
time
man.
will tell.
Yeah. Time does tell.
Sooner or later, time will tell.
It's one of my favorite theme songs to any video game ever made. Hell March. That's what it was called. Okay, let's get into it. I want to see it. I want to play it now. Game speed can. Oh my God, game speed can be adjusted. I forgot about that. Do you remember like when you had a fast computer, and if your computer was way too fast, the units would go like all over the place
Commander,
because it was
The
way
last
too fast
transmission?
because it was based on your
0900 hours.
processor.
Since then, nothing.
Perhaps
Unbelievable.
Einstein escaped?
Too much to hope.
Yeah,
for.
these
General,
graphics,
he will
though.
have contact
Hey,
with us
man.
by now. This is classified.
It's Tanya.
Sent for her?
General von Essling, she is a civilian.
That's why I don't get killed.
Commander,
Ooh,
this is Tyler
sassy,
Adams, professional
sassy assassin.
volunteer.
Yeah, all right. I know what you have to do. You got to go in here and you got to infiltrate.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Holy hell, that's terrible.
Commander, upgrade your battle control to high definition.
Wait, upgrade your tactile interface by pressing spacebar? Whoa! Everybody else saw that, right? It went from 8-bit garbage to amazing. So awesome! Oh, and you can zoom out and everything like that. That's...
Reporting.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. At one. Agreed. At one. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Waiting orders. Affirmative.
Send one guy in. Yeah, got it.
At one. Affirmative. Yes,
All
sir.
right, let's go in
Affirmative.
here.
Affirmative. Acknowledge.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Yeah, I'm there. Let's rock. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Acknowledge. Affirmative.
Make sure you take out the power stations.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative.
Unit lost. Unit lost.
Acknowledge. Affirmative.
Oh yeah. I need to take out the Tesla coils because gotta make sure.
Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. What's up there?
Oh,
Vehicle. Affirmative.
let's not do that yet. Let's keep them.
Acknowledge. Acknowledge.
take out all the power first. It's one of the key elements to this game.
Affirmative. 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 Acknowledge. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative.
Yeah, that's right.
Her unbelievable.
Detected from the north.
Yes, sir. Let's rock. Let's rock. Let's rock.
Allied reinforcements
Acknowledged.
have arrived.
Yes, sir? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Vehicle report. Acknowledged.
Reinforcements. Here's one Jeep. Oh, thanks, Nick. Thanks for joining us. I appreciate it, man.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir? Affirmative.
In the boats.
Affirmative. Yes, sir? Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Ah, yes.
What's that? Let's rock. I'm there. I'm there.
Yes, sir? Affirmative.
Mission accomplished.
I'm the winner. It's one of the easiest missions in the whole thing, but still pretty cool. I mean, yeah, I agree, Kalen. I think it's really, really awesome. I mean, I just remember hearing all of the stuff, and it's so cool. Right, and then you had to pick a different place to go. You had one of two choices, right? I think this was the first one where...
Soviet aggression has increased tenfold already.
But
We
man, let me
don't
tell
have
you.
manpower to fight Stalin's armies on every front.
Commander, you did a fine job rescuing Einstein for us.
Yeah, later on.
Now, we are counting on you again. One of the passes we used for a supply route has been blocked by the Reds. A convoy from
The
the
Reds.
434th is due through in a matter of hours. The supplies they carry are critical to our war efforts. Nikos.
Okay, cool, great.
Mission timer initialized.
Yes, sir?
Reinforcements
Waiting
have
orders.
arrived.
Reporting. Agreed. Yes, sir? Affirmative.
Oh, now you can actually get to
Acknowledged.
build.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Not the Reds.
Yes, sir?
I know,
Very
right?
Well, reporting. Acknowledged.
New construction options.
Hahaha.
Building.
Reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Agreed.
Damn it,
Construction
Jarvis.
complete.
That's where he came from. This had to have been like his starting gig,
Reinforcements have
right?
arrived. New construction options.
Oh, and this one's
Building.
timed.
Construction complete. New construction options.
Reporting.
Building.
Agreed. Yes, sir. Very well. Agreed. Affirmative. At once. Yes, sir. Very well. Very well. Yes, sir.
Alright, so usually what I would do is I would send a truck down
Vehicle
there,
Reporting.
send a truck over here, just to scout it out.
Reporting. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Because you gotta scout it out, because remember, Fog of War, there are no nukes yet.
Acknowledged.
Construction complete.
Yeah.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Oh, and you can't put it too far away. Ah, it's
Reinforcements have
Yes,
enough
sir.
arrived.
space.
New
Affirmative.
construction
Reporting.
options.
Affirmative. Waiting orders. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative.
What we got over
Reporting.
here?
Affirmative. Agreed.
Uh-oh. Alright, some guys over there. No big deal. Not a big deal.
Building.
Set up a couple pillboxes
Medic
before we
reporting.
go.
Affirmative.
And the soundtrack. So
Construction
epic.
complete. Building.
Medic reporting.
Construction
Yes, sir.
complete.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Oh yeah.
Training.
Rocket shoulders.
20 minutes remaining.
Oh, this is. Oh my God. So if you guys saw what I was trying to do, I'm trying to set a waypoint here. So the guys come out of the bunker and go somewhere. This is before that. That's way before that.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you're right. It should cover the harvester.
Affirmative. Awaiting orders. Affirmative.
But that's pretty funny. Put that up there.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Awaiting orders. Very well. At once. Very well. Yes, sir. Acknowledge. Affirmative.
Building.
That's pretty funny. This is back when you had to have like a repair station too.
Complete.
That should be enough. All right.
Training.
Pop out a few of these bad boys.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Agreed.
Send
Unit
them,
ready.
send them on a little scout
Unit
mission.
Lost.
Unit
Training.
lost? Where?
Yes, sir.
Unit ready.
Of course.
Get him.
Training. Unit ready. Training.
Yes, sir.
Unit ready.
Very well. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Affirmative. Agreed.
Unit
yes,
lost.
sir.
Should have sent a medic with him.
Yes, sir.
Unit lost.
Also, if you remember this tactic. Oh, is this
Unit
before?
lost.
Yes, sir.
Before you could do that? Before you could run them over? I don't remember
Very
now.
well.
All right,
Training.
Acknowledged.
medic 2.
Agreed. Reporting. Yes, sir.
I mean, hell, I think I have enough guys, but that's
Affirmative.
that point. Wow, before you could run them over with the trucks. It's pretty funny.
Unit ready.
Medic reporting.
Training.
Awaiting order. Agreed.
Oh, hey now.
Affirmative.
Don't be
Unit
touching.
ready.
Don't be touching my harvester.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Agreed.
All right,
Agreed.
let's do it.
Affirmative.
So let's stage a 2-man attack here, or
Orders.
two platoon. Remember, control
Acknowledged.
1 and control 2 to bind your different guys. Awesome.
Waiting order. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Vehicle reporting. Vehicle. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Reporting. At once. Yes, sir. Of course. Yes, sir. At once. Affirmative.
All right, now we're working.
Yes, sir. Moving out. Moving out. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Remember,
Yes,
you
sir.
always go after the power first.
Acknowledged.
Most important.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Waiting orders. At once. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Very well. Medic report. Affirmative.
Training.
Oh yeah, that's right. Don't forget to build during the attack.
Unit ready.
You're absolutely
Training.
right. So once this mission's finished, well, I'll wrap up
Unit
for you guys.
ready. Training.
Moving out.
Unit ready. Training. Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Training. Unit lost. Unit ready.
Moving out. Moving out.
Unit lost.
Affirmative.
Unit
Affirmative.
lost.
Moving out. Moving out. Moving out. Affirmative. Ready and
Very
waiting.
well.
Very well.
Minutes
Agreed.
remaining.
Very well.
Convoy approaching.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Very well. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative.
I think we did it. Could be wrong, but I think we did it.
Ready and waiting. Affirmative.
Acknowledged.
Agreed.
Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Agreed.
I see.
Mission accomplished.
Yeah, that was awesome. Terrible now, but awesome then cutscenes. Fantastic. Fantastic. All right, ending credits. You got bonuses for that too. Oh my god. All right, so let me. I will stop there because I don't want to get too much. Yeah, this is where you could pick the 2 different missions. All right, that's fine. All right, so this game, fantastic. It is cheap, cheap, like $20. I can complain with $20, and apparently you get to do online, which is. I'm just gonna click it because I want to see what online actually looks like. Where is? You can join. Oh, there's lobbies? Whoa. Whoa, man. Really? And then, alright, so... That's so cool. I was pretty much always France, or I was always Ukraine, one of those two, because I liked building the Tesla coils constantly and going faster, and I was always teal. So, if you guys ever want to play this, just shoot me a message. I probably will definitely play some of this with you. I mean, I'm down, like, totally. This is so nostalgia. It's unbelievable. But again, something to definitely take a look at. Again, it's a remaster. I love it. I think it's fantastic. It's definitely something to take a look at, and if you got an extra $20, which I was able to swing this week, which was nice, you can definitely pick this up for relatively cheap. And again, for the remastered collection, which does give you technically 3 games, it gives you the Command & Conquer, the Red Alert, and then the Aftermath, which is the expansion to Red Alert. So, but that's it. That's all I got for this week. Hopefully you guys had a good time playing and hanging out with me today. Again, thank you for everybody that came and watched the show. We wouldn't be here without you guys. And if you guys need anything else from us during the weekend, send us an email, shoot us a message. We'll probably get back to you within a relatively quick rate. But there is a lot of stuff that's going on in the world, so give us a little bit of time to get back to you. There's a lot of stuff happening, and you know, obviously, just be nice to each other. Everybody. Doesn't matter who you are. Be kind, and hopefully we'll see you on Tuesday. Otherwise, that's it for me. We'll talk to you later. Have a great weekend.